Oh baby, we just got a package in the mail. You already know what it is. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. We got the DMP 6s, man. It's time to compare these to the 06 version and see what they really talking about. Welcome back to the channel. What's up with you guys? How you doing? How you been? If you did not know by now, my name is DJ and this is the DNA Show. Now, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Join the family, join the squad. You already know what to do. Drop a comment down below if you are new to the family so I can give you a warm welcome in the comment section. And don't forget to hit that like button because that helps the algorithm oh so much, bro, if you only knew. So I ended up picking these up off of Sneakers app. Retail was 200 bucks. They were supposed to release earlier in the year, and everybody knows what the stuff that's going on right now. They got pushback, they got pushback, they got pushback. Finally ended up releasing April 18th. That was about a week or so ago. They finally came in the mail, and I'm ready to open these things up. So let's go ahead and do it, man. Ooh. Okay, we have them right here. Now, before I crack the box open, I will be using two different shoes in today's comparison. That will be the DMP 6 here from 2006, and then the DMP 6 here from the pack that came out in like 2012 or something like that. So let's go ahead and crack this box open and see how they really compare to the original DMP. Okay, so starting with the box, you have your back half plated in gold, similar to the DMP box that we just saw right there. The front half is kind of a matte black style. You got a matte black Jumpman here, and then you have your tag here on the front. Retail 200 bucks. Air Jordan 6 Retro DMP, black metallic gold and black. So we already know it's a very simple colorway, two different colors. So let's go ahead and crack this thing open. Starting with the paper, we got the classic Unite paper that they have been going with over the past year or 6 months or however you want to consider that time. This might be the new style. That might be the new classic paper that's coming out. So they got the Unite paper right here, and then we got another layer of white paper. And then we got the shoe. So initial first thought of the shoe, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I feel like they did a solid job, but we will see once we compare it to the other one. So let's go ahead and get started with the outsole, work our way up the foot, and then we'll compare the two shoes. Starting with the outsole, you have your classic Air Jordan 6 DMP outsole. Nothing is really different besides the translucent blue, the ice blue, whatever people want to call it. But overall, it looks pretty similar to the original version. Taking our way up to the midsole, you have a polyurethane midsole right here. You have a black with a gold hit, typical like your Air Jordan 6 DMP color blocking. You have a white bubble here inside with a gold air unit. Now taking it to the upper, this is something that I'm not exactly sure how I feel about, just because the initial touch, it is that Durabuck, but it has that kind of white lined finish around the whole shoe. And I know on the other one, it's more of just black, seamless, not really tailing the lines like that, looking like that OG look. So they kind of took that new old school hit that they've been doing with the retros, putting the white finish around the edges like that. One thing that does stick out that's a little bit different to me as well is normally the back half of the Air Jordan 6 on the older pairs, it was just a little bit different and it looked a little bit more smoother and a little bit more shinier, and it kind of, yeah, it was the same material, but the way that the mold was put on, you could tell that it was just a little bit different. This right here is just very seamless. The whole shoe runs all the way through, wrapping around, and the only thing that really divides it are these lines between the seam cuts. And I think that's going to be a huge preference thing for a lot of people. Looking at the toe, you can see the white lines here, especially on those areas. And then the sock liner, it looks like it's a little bit more faded or kind of like grayish kind of looking compared to like a more of a pure black. So it does look a little bit lighter. The plastic gold Jumpman here on the front of the tongue does look very similar. And then here on the back, it looks like it's pretty similar, but with the newer Jumpman and the newer 23. And then the metallic gold finish here around the heel of the foot looks like it's a little bit shinier as well. So let's go ahead and compare these right next to the other pair. And then from there, we'll be able to really determine how much different the shoe really is. So one thing that really stands out on this pair in particular, obviously it's the white version of it, but they switched the midsole and it's more dominantly gold compared to the black with a little hit of gold here on the front of the foot. So that's just another preference thing. Drop a comment down below and let me know if you like this midsole more than this midsole. Me personally, I like this midsole color blocking style a little bit more, but that's again just a preference thing. So I wanted to show you guys that. Now let's go ahead and compare these to the 2006 version. So on my right side right here, we have the 2020 retro. On my left side, we have the 2006 original drop. So just getting started with the initial touch and everything, like I was talking about on the material, it has that same kind of feel, that same kind of vibe. This one just feels a little bit thicker, and this one's a little bit more flimsy, especially when I push around the toe right here. It just feels a little bit more flimsy. This one feels just a little bit thicker when it comes to the cut of the material, but that's again a lot of just preference stuff. I'm just trying to break down the details for you guys. Now let's take it into the tongue right here. As you see on the tongue, this one does look a little bit shinier, but essentially they are like the same thing. The nylon's a little little bit brighter. It doesn't look as dark as this one. Also, something I was talking about the sock liner earlier, you can see that the 2006 pair is still darker than the newer retro right here. It's kind of got that grayish kind of blue vibe to it, and this one's just kind of black, pure black. So for me, I like this because it doesn't really stick out from the shoe, especially if you got like a black sock or something like that on. You'd be able to see that sock liner a little bit more. Lace locks look identical as well. You have a black lace lock with a gold Jumpman right here on both of those, looking very, very similar. Now going to the back of the foot, I think on the heel is a lot of things that are a little bit more noticeable, and you definitely be able to tell the difference, not just because of the outsole, but because of the back of the foot as well. The back of the new DMP here is a lot more shiny when it comes to the heel tab here with the gold piece, and this one's a little bit more dull. I think it might be from aging as well, but you can tell this one's just got a more of a metallic finish to it. I'm scared that it could potentially chip. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work with this finish that's on there. I know like something like the Oregon 4 or something like that, it has that like green kind of finish on it, and it could potentially just rub off with your jeans. So this is something I might be scared about, but again, we won't know until we wear them, so we'll see. Looking at the Jumpman on the heel, a lot of people used to make fun of Jumpmans back in the day, talking about, oh, that Jumpman got a butt crack. Yeah, that's because that's how they used to make them, and now this day in this era, they make them like this, flat and flush. The stitching is not as nice. Well, I wouldn't say not as nice, but you can tell the difference between the embroidery and how they did it, the way they placed it and everything. I don't know, I just like this because it has a little bit more texture to the shoe compared to just like a flat finish with this Jumpman style. But again, I'm obviously weighing heavy on the 2006 pair. As you can tell, I'm trying not to be too biased, but that's just how I feel, and I really, really love this one. And again, I have very high expectations when it comes to this one. Also, looking at the 23 here on the back of the foot, you can see that it's a little bit skinnier and it's indented into the foot compared to this one sitting a little bit more on the top. It's not as shiny and it's just a little bit more bold. So I think I might like the 23 on the new one just a little bit more. And I do like the gold hit with the gold finish, but I'm just scared that it could potentially rub off. That's the only thing I'm scared about. Looking at the insole of the 2006 pair, you have your Jordan logo with the air underneath it. And then looking at the insole on the 2020 pair, you have your Jumpman logo. It's a lot bigger, and then you have 2020 underneath there because everybody's never gonna forget 2020.
2020 was just the best year ever.
Looking at the midsoles, when you compare the gold right here, as you can see, this one is a little bit glossier on the black and the gold as well. And I think this one has just more of a darker gold and a darker finish to it. And some people like this one, some people like that one. Again, it's all kind of up to you guys. Me personally, I'm still gonna love both. I know I'm critiquing this one oh so hard, but at the end of the day, because I love this shoe so much, I gotta love the retro. One final thing is they matched it with the same dog tag. It says Air Jordan 6, June 12th, 1991, defining moment, MJ's first professional championship. And then on here it says the same exact thing with the original one. You can definitely feel the difference between the two when it comes to the weight of the metal and everything like that. This one's just a little bit heavier, but again, that's just little things. Overall, I know I've been nitpicking and going crazy because I just keep saying it. I love the DMP 6 so much. This is one of my favorite models, one of my favorite colorways of all time, and it just beats a lot of different shoes when it comes to those type of things. But at the end of the day, do I like this shoe or not? I love this shoe. I can't be mad at it. Could there have been things that they could have done better? Yes. But did they do a great job replicating the OG? I think they did. To say that this shoe is what, 14 years removed, and they were able to kind of create this same mold, this same style, and get close to it, I think they did a good job. So what can I do? Give a golf clap to Jordan Brand. Drop a golf clap down below in the comment section if you feel me. So I went to Instagram like I always do. If you haven't followed me on there, so you can get updates and everything like that on my story and different things. But basically what I always do every time is I ask people, do you like this one or that one, or is this shoe fire or trash? Basically so I can get you guys results and then post them here on the video and see what everybody's talking about. So with this one, I put the 2006 versus the 2020. Which one do you like more? And the results were very close. I'm not surprised. 51 to 49. 51 for the OG, 49 for the retro. So I'm not surprised by the results, just because I know a lot of people want to stick to the OG, and then the other half of the world have never had the OG and they want the retro to be like, yeah, I got that shoe too. So I understand where both sides of the world are coming from. It was funny because when I looked at the statistics and seen who voted for which side, it was very hilarious because a lot of my OG heads, all my people that's been collecting for, 10, 15, 20 years, 30 years, all those people voted for this one because this was like the OG for packs, the best pack out there. It started that nostalgic movement for Jordan Brand even making dope packs. and they've never, honestly, in my opinion, been able to match this pack in particular, but that's a whole nother topic. So I can understand where those heads came from. And then from the other side of the world, you had the new heads, the people that wanted to get the shoe and all those different things, and I could see where they were coming from. Or people had this version and they're like, well, damn, my pair's crumbled, it's cracked, my back tab is cracked, whatever it may be. So they're like, well, I like the new version better. So I understand all the mindsets, I get where you guys are all coming from, and it definitely makes sense as to why this was damn near a 50-50 battle when it comes to who likes which ones most. Again, like I said earlier, I like this one more, but I gotta rock with this one just because I know the longevity from here on out. This shoe is already 14 years old, so if I'm able to rock a pair, I would say it's probably a little bit wiser for me to rock this pair. I used to wear other pairs that I had of these, and I kept a couple of these packs on ice. So because I kept these on ice, yes, it's a little bit harder to keep them DS and not expect them to crumble, but that's a whole nother issue that I have. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to drop a comment and let me know what you guys think about these. Were you guys able to pick these up on release date? What do you think about pricing? All those different things. What's this shoe gonna be worth down the road? You know what I'm talking about. Drop some comments down below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Like I said before, join the family. We're going oh so quick. DNA fam, we out here. My name is DJ. I'm signing out. I got to go. I'm gone. Peace. If you guys made it this far into the video, bruh, drop a comment down below and say Grundle Muffin in the comment section. I know that's random, but we coming up with random words at the end of each and every video for y'all to drop a comment on. Also, don't forget to hit that link down below in the comment section. I have that pinned for you guys. Click on that and that will send you over for a chance to win some free DNA show merch, different things like that. And obviously, I will have some exclusive deals for you guys that sign up for the email list and join the family that way, because I want to make sure you guys get some good deals.